Happy Tuesday!
My name's Nick.
And my name is Alan.
And welcome
Into the dungeon.
This week we're jumping into the thick of the action as Shrew and his Shrubberies approached the cottage of the hags before casting a spell, and they suddenly and inexplicably found themselves standing in the middle of the room with the two hags and an elf, all three of which were quite surprised to see them. As you stood in this room, you realize that even this single room is far, far larger than the cottage looked like from the outside. You recall, as you approached it, it only looked 15 foot to a side. Yet this room alone is 50 by 30 foot wide, and from where you're standing you can see two doors, one on each side, and then a long corridor leading to a set of double doors, flanked on either side of the corridor by single doors. This room you're in appears to be the main living quarters of the hags. You can see a couple of cabinets, fireplace, the cage where the elf was entrapped in, an armchair, nice rug. One of these hags appears to be an old woman of diminutive stature, standing around 4 to 5 feet tall, yet despite her small size, she possesses a commanding presence that draws your attention. She has a plump and rounded figure, with a slightly hunched posture, giving her almost an air of mischievousness. Her skin is wrinkled and weathered, bearing the marks of old age, but possessing a subtle luminescence that hints at an otherworldly nature. The other hag stands imposingly at a height of around 7 feet, towering even over Fabian. Her body is thick and muscular, exuding a raw strength and power. She also has a hunched posture, as if burdened by the weight of her malevolence. Her skin is pale, almost bluish in hue, reminiscent of frostbite. It's rough and pockmarked, as if hardened by years of enduring harsh climates. Jagged scars and deep wrinkles crisscross her face, bearing witness to a life of violence and hardship. Your eyes are drawn to her hands, which are particularly gruesome, with long and bony fingers ending in sharp, claw-like nails that almost seem encrusted with ice. So just to remind you and our listeners, as you appeared in this room, the elf clapped slowly from her cage and said, "You see, you should have helped me rather than stopped me. I'll have my way in the end." And as suddenly as you appeared, the elf had disappeared from her cage. The larger of the two hags had rolled her eyes and said thanks for nothing, that she was never going to get her spleen pie if this was kept up.
Do I see any of the effects of the erupting earth I cast from outside?
No, you do not.
But my spell was expended? My spell slot?
Yes.
Damn it. Spleen pie, you say? I've never had one of those. Are they nice? I much prefer sausage pie. If you have any lying around.
Well, if you help us capture that pesky hag, I'll give you a taste of spleen pie. We must stop her. She can't leave this house because of the magic we've got here. Get her back in her cage.
Did I see who was in the cage?
Yeah, you saw an elf.
An elf. You mean the elf?
No, she is a green hag.
And what are you, a blue hag?
Well, kind of.
Well, we don't have all day. We'll be getting out of this family argument, if you don't mind. We must be on hold.
No. This is your fault. You interrupted our spell. You cannot leave until she's back.
Okay, then give me some context. I have no idea what's going on here.
She's one of our coven. We cannot attack her, but we have to trick her and get her trapped into the cage. But you can attack her. You can attack her, weaken her, knock her out, and we'll put her back in the cage.
For what? What are you going to do with her?
That is not of your concern. But this is your doing. You must put her back and put things right.
And what if I refuse?
Then the three of you will be in the cage.
You can try.
Oh, you know better than to fuck with me.
Oh. I think you underestimate my bravado and my tomfoolery.
Well, put that tomfoolery to good use and get Delcy back in her cage.
What the fuck is going on?
What have you stumbled into?
Yeah. I glanced from side to side, catching Fabian's and Fenner's eyes, with a kind of clueless expression on my face, like, what are we supposed to do?
I think we should try and get that hag back in her cage. The cage was in that corner. Perhaps can they pass through walls? I don't know. But perhaps that door beside the cage would be a good place to start. Oh, what have we got ourselves into, Shrew?
I don't know, but why should we attack that hag and not the other two?
Well, fighting one is better odds than fighting two. And if they put her in this cage, they're probably stronger than she is. I fancy my chances with what Fen is saying.
Yes. That's why you, Fen, are the voice of reason. Okay. If we capture your friend Delphine, or whatever she's called...
Delcy.
Delcy, do you promise to let us leave?
Yes, we have no quarrel with you.
It doesn't seem that way. But okay, if you promise, pinky promise. And I extend my pinky.
She extends a long, bony pinky, encrusted in ice.
I shake a pinky.
You're wise, halfling.
Yes, I've been told. Now, give me the lowdown on this Delphine. What does she do? What does she not do? How can we... Any weaknesses? How can we catch her? That kind of thing.
Well, you'll have to be quick to catch her. She can pass through walls, as you've no doubt seen already.
Yes.
Your intrusion.
Yes, of course. I saw.
And she's tricksy. She let those damn orcs pass through our own backyard. As if nothing.
That's no good.
It's danger.
Danger?
Yes.
Indeed. I'm here to hunt those orcs. Get rid of them.
You'll be having to hunt more than an orc.
Why?
We've heard whispers that they plan to summon the Thunderboar.
Oh, yeah, go fuck. Yeah, don't worry. I'm gonna kill him too.
I like your bravado.
I told you.
Well, first you're gonna have to get Delcy. If not, he'll be next in that cage.
Okay. Any weaknesses?
No weaknesses per se. But be careful. She can also turn invisible.
Yes, I gathered. That's not helpful at all.
I imagine her powers will be somewhat weakened after being in that cage, but should be careful. She can draw from the power of the coven still.
Okay. One more question. Whose spleen are you going to put in that pie?
Well, the pie's already made in the kitchen.
And who did the spleen belong to?
Some poor goblin.
Oh, okay. All right. After that weird conversation, I want to, as Fabian said, head towards the door. The one next to the cage. I'm about to open it, but before I touch it, I turn around. This door isn't trapped or anything, right?
No, it's not trapped.
Okay. And I open the door.
As you open this door, you can see through into this room, which is a concoction of bubbling cauldrons and shelves filled with jars of rare herbs and apparatus. The air is thick with the acrid scent of various ingredients.
Are there any potions I recognize?
Not at a glance.
Look at this.
Don't go touching.
Why not?
Get Delcy!
Oh, yeah, sorry, I forgot. Okay, let's see. Daphne, where are you? We are here to talk. There's no need for violence. How big is this room?
It's 30 by 35 feet.
I turn around again to that hag. Is it the big hag, the tall hag that is talking to me?
Yeah.
One question. If I cast magic in here, will it be dispelled like before?
No, you should be fine.
Okay. And if I break anything, do I have to pay for it?
Well, it depends what you break.
The whole room, let's say. All of these potions.
Perhaps we can take a limb in compensation.
No. Then you're going to have to search for Daphne yourself.
Then you're going to be in the cage.
Okay.
It's just...
Yes, I know, but I need to use my spells, and hold on, come into the room. I usher them into the room, and I close the door behind us.
Okay, I'm going to need you to roll a d8.
D8?
Yeah.
For closing the door. That's a 1.
As you close the door, you suddenly find yourselves, all three of you, back in the center of this room.
Well, what do you know? What is going on here?
Yeah, I forgot to tell you, the doors work like teleporters.
Well, I think you should have mentioned that a bit earlier, but okay, so...
It's part of our defense mechanism.
Right.
You see, we can pass through walls.
Very good. Why don't you get Daphne yourself then? How am I supposed to enter the room?
Well, get through the door. Perhaps you can pass through the walls.
Okay, let me try. Try to pass through the wall. Really, I just wish you would be more open with how this house works. I'm trying to help you here. And I try to, I don't know, walk through the door, through the wall.
As you approach the wall and start trying to walk through it, you do feel as if it's giving way. A strange sensation as you suddenly find yourself almost stepping through it into this next room. I'm going to need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Oh, bitch. It's tricking me. 8.
You had the stones, didn't you?
What stones?
The stones you found.
Yes, I believe. I'm sure I picked up the, let's say, the good one. I can't remember if I picked up the evil one, but
You definitely picked both up.
Yeah.
But you had them on you, didn't you?
Yeah,
in
I
your
did.
bag.
I opened them up. I picked them up. I imagine I would have them on me.
Okay, you can roll with advantage then.
Ooh, hello. 8. I rolled a 5 this time.
You find yourself now in this brewing room, but as you step through the wall fully, you take 6 bludgeoning damage.
What was that?
You'll get used to it.
What do you mean I'll get used to it?
Well, you're not a fae like
Well, you
we
should
are.
have warned me. You keep omitting
Well,
details.
you use the doors. You'll learn to use them in with...
I can't use the door. I get transported somewhere else. You're not making this easy. Bitch. I said that under my breath. Okay, brewery. Okay, Delphine, are you in here? Do I hear a laughing voice
You hear laughter
from within this brewery?
from the wall to your right.
Are Fen and Fabian following me, or am I in here by
No,
myself?
you went by yourself.
Oh, I went by myself. Can I stick my head through the wall, like just my head,
You can certainly try.
to call them? You know, like just pop my head out and say, come on. So I do that. I just want to stick my head only.
So as you push your head through, you feel that weird sensation again. You need to make a charisma saving throw.
With advantage?
With advantage.
11.
As you're doing it, you're feeling this ringing in your ears and this pressure. But this time, like, your head pops through the wall.
Oh, Shrew!
Yes. Are you going to follow me? Just be careful. It can be a bit painful when you go through the walls.
I'd rather try the door.
Well, you can most certainly try, but it seems to teleport us elsewhere. You've seen. Shall I continue by myself?
No.
Okay, I'll wait here then, and I pull my head out.
Fenna runs up and leaps through the wall, feeling emboldened. I need her to make a charisma saving throw.
That's a total of 19.
Yeah, she manages to pop through it.
I don't feel anything, Shrew.
Weird. Maybe the spot I chose was a bit denser. I don't know.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Door, wall, door. Fucking hags.
And Fabian just lunges himself through the wall. I need Fabian to take a charisma saving throw as well.
2.
Ah! What the hell is that?
I told you, it was a bit painful.
Fabian takes 6 bludgeoning damage.
Anyway, I was thinking, what if we just continue walking through walls until we exit this damned cottage?
What if we keep taking damage? Oh, I don't know how many more of those I can take.
Do I know if from here there's any walls that lead to the outside?
You see a window, but this layout that you're seeing doesn't reflect what you saw from the outside at all.
Okay, I go up to the window. I look out of it. What am I seeing?
You can see the forest beyond you.
Over here, guys! And I jump through that wall.
Okay, roll a d8.
8.
As you jump through this wall, you suddenly find yourself inside what looks like a bedroom. You've got a bed in the corner of the room with a nightstand, an owlbear skin rug on the floor, and a writing desk with a chair.
This is not what I expected.
Shrew!
You're hearing shouts from what seems to you to be the other side of this cottage.
I shout back. That wall does not lead to the outside. I am now in a bedroom. I want to search the writing desk.
Roll investigation.
6.
You're looking at this desk. It doesn't have any drawers on it. It's got a couple of bits of parchment on it, a quill, some language that you can't understand, have never seen before, scrawled on these papers. That's all you find.
Nothing of use here. What else am I seeing around the room? You said a bed, a rug, an owlbear rug.
Yeah, a small nightstand and a door, a single door.
Can I search the nightstand and the bed, under the bed and all that?
Yeah, roll investigation.
7.
You know, other than some sort of sleepwear, a crusty looking glass on the nightstand, and a couple of coppers, You don't find anything else.
Okay, leave everything there. How big is this rug on the floor?
It's the size of an owlbear.
Large, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Daphne, are you in here?
As you call out to Delcy, you suddenly hear commotion coming from the other side of the cottage. You hear Fabian and Fenna shout out in shock, and this strange, grunting, shrieking sound as well coming. I'm going to need you to roll for initiative.
I'll roll for Shrew first. That's 7. For Fenna, that's 12. That's 11 for Fabian.
On the other side of the cottage, in the brewing room, where Fabian and Fenna are wondering where Shrew has gone, these two small reptilian humanoids suddenly appear, daggers in hands, and they're lunging towards Fenna and Fabian. One's going to run up to Fabian, the other up to Fenna. They're going to try and stab at them. We're starting well. The first one rolls a natural 1.
Awesome.
As he runs up, his foot slipping on some of the liquid that's spilled over from one of the cauldrons, sends him scampering across the floor. He's lying down at Fabian's feet. The other actually hits Fenna, and as he plunges his dagger into Fenna's gut, she doesn't take any damage.
The were-at in her.
With that, it's actually over to Fenna. She's got one of these creatures in front of her, and there's another one lying at Fabian's feet.
She's gonna try and hit it with a sacred flame.
Okay, he's going to roll a dexterity saving throw. Here we go. It's a total of 14.
Yeah, just makes it.
Is Fenna doing anything else?
No, that's all.
So it's a Fabian.
You said there was one at the feet of Fabian.
Yeah, he's
So-
lying prone.
If I try to hit it with his sword, is that with advantage?
Yeah.
So he's gonna try and do that. Hit it with his sword. Double-handed. 22 to hit.
That doesn't hit.
You know it does.
Of course it does.
That's a total of 10 damage.
As he drops his sword into this creature's back, it squirms for a moment and then lies motionless.
Yeah. He goes up to the next one with his multi-attack. So Fabian pulls his sword out from the enemy he just felled, runs up towards the other one, but flanks him and tries to reach over the cauldron and lob his head off.
Alright then, roll with advantage.
Natural 20.
I think you've passed your curse on to me.
Well, I started rolling poor, but I'm picking up.
Maybe it's Shrew that's cursed.
Perhaps, yeah. We'd have to see how many low numbers Shrew rolls and the high ones that the others roll. I rolled a 2 on damage. So that's 4 plus 4, 8 damage total.
Yeah, Fabian lobs his head clean off.
Nice.
Shrew, where are you?
Shrew!
I told you, I'm in the... I don't know. I imagined I would be in the forest, and I'm still in the house, in a bed, somewhere.
What the hell is he doing in the bed?
Right, that's it. I'm going through the door.
Okay, the door. And I want to go out the other door.
Okay, roll me a d8 for Fenna and Fabian who are going through together, and then 1 for Shrew.
2 for Fen and Fabian,
Okay.
and 3 for Shrew.
So as Fenna and Fabian step through into the main room, they're suddenly whisked back into this brewing room. Oh, what on earth is it with these doors? As Shrew walks through, you find yourself in this large room, which is about 45 feet by 30. You see this pentagram drawn on the floor, with strange-looking statues, one in each corner, a number of candles lying around, along with a number of bones lying in the middle of this pentagram.
What kind of bones from a glance are they?
They look humanoid.
Not a horse.
No, it's not Betsy.
Oh, damn it. This does not bode well. Okay. Do I see a door from here?
You do.
Where is it?
It's on the opposite side of the room too. You're going to have to cross through the pentagram.
Fuck that.
or you can walk around it.
I'm not stepping on the pentagram. I'm not stupid. Is a wall beside me? To each side of me there's a wall, right?
Yeah,
And right now I'm disorientated, I imagine. I don't know which way is which. Like,
that's correct,
if I
yeah.
want to go back to the brewery, I have no idea which way that would be.
Give me a perception check.
10.
From the wall to your right, you can hear Fenna and Fabian. You overhear Fabian telling Fenna,
Right, let's try the door again.
give me another d8.
1.
What the time we're here? You damn hags.
You're hearing this noise as he's shouting, coming from almost in front and to the right of the room you're in.
So I want to walk round the pentagram towards where I heard Fabian's voice, and I want to run through the wall. I want to jump through it.
Okay, as you're running towards this wall, you see this hag appear in front of you. She looks like a grotesque and sinister creature, standing around 6 feet tall, hunched over with a distorted posture. Body looks thin, with long, wiry limbs that seem out of proportion. Her greenish-grey skin has a sickly pallor, resembling the decaying flesh of a corpse. You can see her face is covered in warts and mold. On her arms you see gnarled veins, giving the impression of age and decay. She's got a long, crooked nose that juts out prominently from her face, with a large wart adorning it. See her eyes dark and beady, set deep within her eye sockets, glowing with an eerie, greenish hue. As she opens her mouth with a wry smile, you see it's filled with sharp, uneven teeth, some of which seem missing and broken, adding to a ghastly visage.
Well, it seemed you got the good-looking genes in this family. Are you Delphine?
Yes, that is me.
What is the problem with you and your friends out there?
They trapped me here because I could see greater purpose with Gorfuck.
Oh, you're
We
one of
could-
those.
Oh, we can rule the Neverwinter Woods.
With the
Perhaps
orcs.
even Fandolin.
That's a crazy idea. With the orcs, you mean?
Yes,
Oh, yes. Very good.
some little halfling's not going to stand in my way, I
Oh,
assume.
no, I assume not. I assume not. But perhaps Shrew's Shrubberies will. And I cast Erupting Earth, my favorite spell now.
As she sees you preparing to cast a spell, you hear her cackle and snap her fingers as she casts Counterspell.
What was that? What was that? I demand explanations.
You think you can match me?
Roll for initiative, please.
Oh, no. A 4.
4. I rolled quite poorly as well, but not as poorly as you. 7. You see Delcy gesticulating wildly with her arms, chanting out this incantation. You see this magic erupt from her. Then you see her face in shock. It doesn't seem to have any effect on you.
Oh, what?
I know a trick or two myself. As I say that, my face is completely puzzled, as I don't know what's going on.
Those whiskers!
What whiskers? Don't insult
You're a
me.
shapeshifter!
No, preposterous. I've been through this with a few gnomes already. I don't shift into shapes. Do you see me turn into a triangle? Into a square?
Add yourself an inspiration, DM's inspiration for that nice throwback to our episodes in Gnomengard. I believe that was Sherlock Gnomes.
That's right. I've got 2 inspiration dice now.
And as you're talking to her, she runs through the wall to your left.
Damn it.
Shrew, where are you?
I'm here. I just found Daphne and she's run into a wall to my left.
Fabian pops his head through the wall. Give me a charisma saving throw for Fabian.
19.
He manages to pop his head with no effects.
Shrew!
She went that way. And I point to the wall she went through.
So Fabian pulls himself through the wall and he's going to charge into the next wall.
Wait.
Feeling confident.
Wait, Fabian, wait. Wait for all of us. We are getting separated too often.
All right, Fenna!
Fenna leaps through the wall. Give me a charisma saving throw.
8 total.
8. Fenna takes 7 bludgeoning damage.
Are you okay? Maybe you got a hard part of the wall there.
Perhaps. That one wasn't as pleasant as the last one.
She went that way. Let's go. And we run to the wall I saw the hag go through.
You're going to jump through the wall as well? All of you?
Yeah, where the hag went through. Avoid
Okay.
stepping on the pentagram.
Yes, good idea. Okay, give me a charisma saving throw for each of you.
Alright, Fabian 15, Fenna 7, and Shrew 4.
Okay, so Fabian manages to burst through with no issues. Fenna and Shrew take 6 bludgeoning damage each.
Not good. How do you do it, Fabian? You don't seem to be affected by the walls at all.
Perhaps you need to be bolder and just leap through.
Yes, okay, boulder, okay.
You guys find yourself inside a small bedroom, much like the one you saw previously. Except this one doesn't have a desk or a owlbear rug. It seems simpler, plainer, and there's a door to your right as you're looking around. Standing next to the door is Delcy. I'm going to ask you all to roll for initiative.
Okay, 4 for Shrew, Fenna 13, and Fabian 21.
Okay, so top of the round will be Fabian.
Fabian isn't really going to hesitate. I think he's had enough of this cottage, and he's just going to rush up to Delphine, what he assumes is Delphine anyway, and attack the hag.
Okay, roll attack.
15.
Does not hit.
Oh shit. That 15 does not hit. Damn it. Okay, he's multi-attack, so he's going for his second strike. 17.
17 just hits.
Oh my gosh. This is going to be a hard one. Wow. It's a total of 5 damage.
Total.
Yeah, I rolled a 1.
Perhaps I shouldn't have spoken so quickly. Okay, is Fabian doing anything else?
Well, it's now or never, so he's going to take his action surge, and he's going to go again. 25 to hit.
That hits.
Another 1 on the damage, so 5.
Okay,
And his second attack. 22 to hit.
that hits. Perhaps not as so hard after all.
And another 1 on the damage, so that's 3 ones
3 in a row.
in a row for the damage.
Wow.
So another 5 damage.
Ah! You pay for that. It's over to Delcy now. You see her waving her arms, and suddenly these 2 small reptilian creatures appear in front of you. They're both going to attack Fabian. First attack hits. Fabian takes a total of 6 piercing damage. The second one of these creatures is also going to try and stab him with a steely knife, which also hits for 4 piercing damage. Oh, what's this? Another shapeshifter! As you realize that Fenna's whiskers have also popped out. And with that, Delcy is going to move through the wall into the next room. Fabian's going to have an attack of opportunity on her.
18 to hit.
That hits.
12 damage this time.
You hear her shriek out as she passes through the wall, and Fabian's blade has sunk into her. It's over to Fenna.
Fenna again is going to cast a cantrip, Sacred Flame, on the humanoid lizard thing that's in front of her.
It's failed.
Good. That's a total of 10 damage.
Yeah, that creature shrieks out, and it's down.
That's right. Don't mess with Shrew's Shrubberies.
If Fenna's not doing anything else, it's over to Shrew.
Alright, so I want to shapeshift, but I know the size of the creature I want to turn into is quite big. It's quite huge, so I don't want to push Fenna or Fabian out of the way. So I want to move away from them as far as I can, where I can estimate that I wouldn't push them, and I want to turn into a constrictor snake.
Okay, as you do, you hear the cracking of wood as the bed gets slammed against the wall, smashing to smithereens as you take your form. You're taking up almost the entirety of this room.
That was my snake impersonation. It's as good as it's gonna get. I wanna now go through the wall that I saw Delphine go through.
You've got one of these reptilian creatures in your way, though.
Okay, so he's preventing a huge creature from passing by, is he?
Actually, you can move through, because he's 2 sizes smaller than you are. It'd be considered difficult terrain, and he'll get an attack opportunity on you.
That's fine, I want to do that. I want to move past him, through the wall, trying to catch up to Delphine.
It's a total of 9.
Yeah, he misses.
Okay, you move through this wall. I'm going to need you to give me a charisma saving throw.
That's a natural 1, but again, Shrew cannot roll natural 1s. So let me roll again.
Cheeky.
13 total.
You managed to pass through the wall without any issues.
Brilliant. So I get across to the other side. Do I see Delcy?
You do. You see her across this room. This 20 by 30 foot rectangular room with a dining table in the center. And as you're looking around getting your bearings, you see that you're in a kitchen. There's this dining table with 3 chairs standing between you and Delcy, 30 feet away. You've expended 20 feet of movement to get there.
How far away is Delcy from me?
30 feet.
Oh no. Okay, I want to use my action to get right up close to her.
Alrighty then.
And that would be my turn.
With that, then it's over to Fabian.
Fabian just wants to follow Snake Shrew now.
Is he going for the door or is he going for the wall?
No, through the walls. Can't really risk getting separated.
Okay, give me a charisma saving throw.
Natural 20.
Nice. Fabian's got the hang of these walls.
Yeah, this is the third natural 20 I roll, and I think all of them were Fabian's.
So he bursts through and finds himself in this kitchen. And he's just seeing this enormous snake take up almost the entirety of it. Just catches a glimpse in between your withering body. Just enough to see a glimpse of Delcy standing there.
Is there a way for Fabian to go through me, past me, and onto the other side, and try and attack Delcy?
Yeah, he can get round Snake Shrew, but he falls just short with his movement of getting up and close to Delcy.
Okay, but he stays there.
It's actually Delcy and this reptilian's turn now. Poor Fenna, all alone. He's going to run up to Fenna with his dagger in hand. He's going to try and strike her. It's a 14 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
But again, as with the previous one of these creatures, he digs his knife into her, and she feels no pain. These little ratties now bloop, protrude from her head as she looks down and sees this dagger
Oh no.
thrusting into her and then being pulled out. Delcy seeing this enormous snake, and Fabian running up to her, remembering the 3 attacks that he's now had on her. She turns her attention to him. You see her gesticulating her arms whilst calling out these incantations. Gonna need Fabian to take a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh, what do you have planned? Oh my, it was almost a 17, and it rolled over to roll a 3. So it's a total of 4. Pretty sure it doesn't save.
Yeah, it's safe to say it doesn't. You see Fabian writhing around as he starts shrinking, his body shifting, much like you do when you change into your wild shapes. And suddenly in his place is a small little newt.
Oh wow, the shrew and the newt.
It'll get better. She's going to try and move through the wall. So sure, we're going to attack of opportunity.
So I believe I could use my constrict attack as a snake.
Yeah, that's a melee attack.
Don't fail me now, big boy. Big boy. You son of a gun. That's a 3. That's a 3 plus 6, that would be 9, but I want to use my inspiration.
Okay,
Was that a reroll?
that's a reroll.
Big boy, it's your second chance. Don't be a naughty boy. Big boy. Disappointing. 15.
Does not hit.
Damn you, big boy. Can I use another inspiration? Can I blow my inspirations in one turn?
No,
Or is it just once?
We'll say once per turn.
Damn it.
So it's a Fenna.
Fenna is gonna disengage from this creature and try and follow us through the wall.
Okay, roll a charisma saving throw.
14.
She gets through without any problems.
She's just gonna look around. Doesn't see the hag, so she's just staying there for now.
Okay, yeah, she just sees Snake Shrew. This tiny little newt.
Yeah, that's gonna be confusing. Am I getting hungry as a snake? Because I have a newt beside me.
Are you?
Nah, I'd say no.
Okay, with that it's over to Shrew then.
Just gonna continue through the wall, try and catch up to the hag.
Give me a charisma saving throw.
18.
You go through without any problems. You find yourself in another bedroom, much like the one where you turned into a snake, but you don't see Delcy here.
Oh, damn it. Do I still have any movement left?
Yeah, you've got 20 feet left.
Okay, so as I enter the room through the wall and I see that Delcy is not there, I want to turn right and stick my head through that wall on the right. See if I see her.
Yeah, give me another charisma saving throw.
3.
This time you take 3 bludgeoning damage as you push your snake head through. You see yourself in this large room, almost the same size as the one with the pentagram, except this one's got 3 armchairs in the center, an owlbear rug. To your left, as you look, you see this writing desk. It appears that you're in some sort of a library. You see this room lined with shelves, filled with what looks like ancient tomes, grimoires and scrolls. This room is dimly lit. There's a musty scent hanging in the air, giving it an eerie ambience. And 15 feet away from you, standing opposite one of these armchairs, is Delcy.
Okay, I want to use my action to dash and get straight up on her again.
Okay, so you're right up in Delcy's face again.
That's my action, so that's where I stop.
Then it's over to Newt Fabian.
Oh yeah, I had forgotten he was a newt. This is going to be useless. Can I move with him, or does he take actions? What does he do?
He's limited to the actions and movement of a newt.
So what would a newt do in this situation? Look for water, I imagine.
Look for somewhere safe, I think, after seeing that humongous snake.
So not in the direction of the snake.
Unlikely.
So yeah, he's just gonna run opposite from where he saw the snake go in through last.
So he's going to hide under the table.
Yeah, I imagine.
The reptilian creature is going to try and follow where Fenna went. Ooh, he manages to get through without a problem. And he rushes up to Fenna, again trying to stab her with his knife, this time missing. It's over to Delcy. You see Delcy waving her arms again, chanting. 12 to hit.
Yeah, that just hits.
I'm going to need Snake Shrew to give me a Constitution saving throw.
13.
Does not save. Pretty cack. So Shrew takes 5 poison damage, and you're also poisoned until the end of your next turn. It's now over to Fenna.
Okay, Fenna's just gonna move away from her pursuer, and she's going to go through the wall that Shrew went through.
Okay, her movement takes her to just on the other side of the wall. There's an attack of opportunity, which misses, and she needs to take a Charisma saving throw.
16.
She gets through without any issues, and she finds herself in this 20 by 20 foot square bedroom. She's a bit confused. She can't see Fabian, she can't see Shrew. I'll say that Fenna can take a perception check.
Total of 22.
She can hear some sort of commotion coming from the wall to her right.
Okay, if that's the only thing she hears, she's going to go through that wall and see if Shrew's there.
Okay, Charisma saving throw time.
That's a total of 4.
Yeah, she's going to take damage. She takes a total of 5 bludgeoning damage. She's now taken 18 points of damage. So Fenna's joined Shrew and Delcy in this library. She can see her standing behind that armchair, and Snake Shrew taking up almost half of this room. It's over to Shrew.
I'm going to try and constrict her. Natural 20.
Nice.
Making up for the blunders from before.
Oh, I'm sorry to say, Big Al, that
No,
because
you're not sorry at all. I can see it on your face. You're relishing it.
Because you're poisoned, you actually have disadvantage. So roll that big boy again.
20, but not natural.
That hits.
So that's 2d8 damage I need to roll. And Delcy would be restrained, grappled, and restrained. That's a total of 17 damage.
Ooh. Shrew doing anything else?
No, that's Shrew Snake's turn.
Then it's over to Newt Fabian, who I imagine is going to stay cowering under the table.
Yeah, I don't think he has more options. Maybe he has a little poo, on the leg or the table.
The reptilian creature is going to give chase to Fenna. And he fails in his saving throw. Ooh. And he gives out this yelp as he collapses.
Nice.
He gone. So with Delcy, you hear her chanting again. I'm going to need Shrew to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, here goes. 21.
Okay, nothing happens.
That's great news. Fenna is going to cast Cure Wounds on herself as a level 2 spell. That's just 4 healing.
Only 4. Is Fenna doing anything else?
No, she's staying just where she is.
Then it's over to Shrew.
I want to attack the creature again, the hag, with my constrict attack. I rolled a 6. It's with a disadvantage anyway, right?
Yeah, because you're poisoned. Oh, well, it'll cancel out because you've got advantage on attacks against her, but you're disadvantaged because you got poisoned, so.
I want to use my last inspiration that you very generously gave me.
Go for it.
17.
Just hits.
Ooh, alright. That's 14 damage.
She's starting to look a little winded after that attack.
Good to know.
It's over to Newt. Fabian is going to stay under the table. And then it's over to Delcy. She starts chanting again. So I'm going to need Shrew to give me a wisdom saving throw.
That's a total of 12.
You start to feel your body stiffen and then go completely limp as you become paralyzed. And you hear her start cackling. That means that you're completely incapacitated. Can't move, can't speak. You automatically fail strength and dexterity saving throws. Attack rolls against you have advantage. And any attack that hits you is a critical hit if the attack is within 5 feet of you.
That's very nice of you.
And she turns her attention to Fenna. She gazes over at her. And incidentally, it's now Fenna's turn.
Fenna's gonna cast the tried and tested Guiding Bolt.
Ooh, roll to hit.
as a level 2. That's a total of 16.
Oh, just misses.
Yep.
Is Fenna doing anything else?
She's going to take out a potion of healing and drink it up as a bonus action.
Alrighty then, that's 2d4 plus 2.
That's a total of 8 healing.
8.
And that will be Fenna's turn over now.
Okay, it's over to Paralyzed Shrew. As you can't take any actions, you can't move. Your turn effectively ends, but you can make a wisdom saving throw.
16.
You start to feel your body limber up. You feel like you can move again.
Alright, let's go!
It's over to Fabian.
That was Fabian.
Then it's over to Delcy, seeing that you started to move again.
Delcy, come on. Give me a break.
She turns her attention back to Snake Shrew. This crackle of lightning starts forming at her fingertips.
Where have I seen this before?
She takes aim at Shrew. Natural 1.
Yes.
As the bolt of lightning smashes into the bookshelves behind you. Some of the books starting to smolder a bit.
Yes, nice.
That's her turn. She's staying put. It's over to Fenna.
Fenna, again, is going to try and hit her with a guiding bolt level 2. Fenna. 9 to hit, it doesn't hit.
Does not hit.
You don't have to say it.
It's not her day.
Not her day.
Is she doing anything with the bonus?
No, she's staying there.
Then it's over to Shrew.
Shrew is going to constrict again, or try to at least.
Okay, roll to hit.
Oh, no. 14 to hit.
Does not hit.
I know that already.
Is Shrew doing anything else?
I'm right up against her, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just staying there.
Newt Fabian remains under the table, so it's back over to Delcy. We're going to need Shrew to take a wisdom saving throw.
8 total.
You hear this string of insults towards you, laced with subtle enchantments, as you take 1 psychic damage.
Yeah, they were pretty poor insults. What did she say exactly?
It was in language you can't comprehend, but you figured it's nothing nice. You also have disadvantage on your next attack roll.
Yeah, that helps.
Over to Fenna.
Okay, she's gonna cast Guiding Bolt as a level 3, and this one's gonna hit.
That's 20.
I'll be good to you. 19. 10. 10 to hit.
Fenna.
10 to hit. Does it hit?
Certainly does not.
Thought not.
Is Fenna doing anything else? Other than look sheepish?
Yeah, she's cursing herself, and she's not doing anything else.
Then it's over to Shrew.
Constricting time.
With disadvantage.
Okay. First one's a 19. Natural 19. The second one is a total of 11.
Does not hit. I'm just going to start counting Fabian out.
Okay.
There's no point in continuously narrating he's on the table. So it's over to Delcy.
We just assume he's under the table at all times.
Yeah. We need Shrew to take another wisdom saving throw.
That's a total of 19.
That saves. You hear her cursing again as she's facing you, but this time, no effect. It's over to Fenna.
Fenna, in desperation, is again going to cast Guiding Bolt as a level 1, which is all she has left. But this time she is going to hit. She knows it. She feels it. But she doesn't hit. It's 10 to hit.
Does not hit. She's burning up her spell slots.
Yeah, crazy.
Then it's over to Shrew.
Again, gonna try and grapple her, constrict her.
This time you do not have disadvantage.
Yes. 19.
19 hits.
Yes. Okay. I saw her like she was...
She was a little winded.
She's a little winded. Okay. If this were to be lethal damage, that I doubt it, I don't want to kill her. I want to, because I remember that the hags didn't want her dead. A 1 and a 2. Total of 8 damage.
That's not enough to knock her out. And it's back over to her. It's wisdom saving throw time. Shrew.
How many bloody spells does she have? 9 total.
This time Shrew takes 4 psychic damage and has a disadvantage on his next attack. Over to Fenna.
Fenna this time is going to cast a cantrip, Sacred Flame.
So this time Delcy has disadvantage because she's restrained. And because of the disadvantage, she fails.
Yes, and it's 2d8.
And the same as Shrew?
Yeah, the same as Shrew. She's trying not to kill her. That's a total of 10 damage.
She's wheezing now, coughing, breathing heavily. She literally looks like she's not got almost anything left in her now. It's then over to Shrew.
I'm gonna try and constrict her. Again. Reconstrict her.
Actually, you do not have disadvantage, because you would have had advantage because she's constricted, but you have disadvantage because of the vicious mockery, so it's just a straight up roll.
Good. Let's see. Natural 1, which I cannot roll, so let's do that again. It's a 17.
That hits.
Good. 19 damage. 19 non-lethal damage.
Yeah, that will do it. She crumples in your grip. She's down. She's out.
Down and out.
The bell rings.
What bell? Oh.
The fight bell.
Ding, 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 ding.
It's over.
It's all over. It's all done. Okay, so I want to keep restraining her and slither through the walls and make my way to the main hall where the other hags were. Through the walls.
Okay, so you and Fenna are now in this main room.
Ah, yes, you did it. You captured her. Good, good. Stick her in that cage before she regains consciousness.
I turn back into Shrew. Not sure about the sound effects for my turning back.
Well, you're only little.
Yes, that's true. And yeah, with the help of Fen, I imagine, I put her into the cage. But as I'm doing so, we have a little problem with my friend, Fabian. He was turned into a newt. I don't find it funny at all, actually. Is there a way we can cure him?
Yes, we can bring him back to normal.
Well, please do so.
Well, where is he?
Oh, I was wondering where Fabian was. I thought he'd just gone through one of the doors and was on the other side of the cottage. Why is he in use?
He was turned by this hag here. I explained the room Fabian was last seen in.
Okay, so one of the hags goes off, comes back stroking this little newt.
That's him.
It'll be just a moment. Let me get one of my potions. I must have something there that will undo this polymorph spell.
Oh, polymorph. Is that what it is?
Yes. Told you she was tricksy.
Yes, I realized. What happens if Fabian were to get damaged as a newt?
Well, if he could have taken enough damage, he would have popped back into his normal form.
Really? So, let me just hit him. You don't need to find a potion or anything.
So you gotta hit Fabian?
Yeah, you bonk him on the head.
Yeah, I mean, with one hit point that will be more than enough. So...
Fabian! Jeez.
What enough was that?
Every day that passes by, you're less dependable. Whilst you were pretending to be a newt, we were...
Pretending?
Yes, pretending to be a newt.
You think I wanted to be a newt?
I don't know. Is that a new magic spell you've learned? The same as the one you cast from your fingertips?
I doubt it very much. She pointed her fingers at me.
I turn around, I start ignoring. And
he looks flustered.
I start putting the hag into the cage.
Oh, well, I guess you don't need me anymore then.
Yes. Give me a hand here. Make yourself useful. Not like that fight back there.
I've got half a mind to shove you in that cage myself. So between you and Fabian, you managed to close her up into the cage.
Well, thank you for undoing the little bit of trouble that you caused. What are you doing in our woods anyway?
We're just passing by. I told you we are headed to the Circle of Thunder. We need to find something, and we want to get rid of the orcs. They're a menace to the woods.
Good.
And we want to stop them from summoning Gorthok.
Yes, well, they passed here just a couple of days ago.
Couldn't you stop them yourselves, the all-powerful hags?
Well, we wanted to capture them, and that cleric they were taking with them. But Delcy intervened. She thought it was good to summon the Thunderwall.
Well, would you aid me?
No, we're not going to go out and risk an all-out fight with the orcs. As long as they keep out of our part of the woods, we'll keep out of theirs.
Well, you know, they're hell-bent in taking over the whole woods. They won't keep out of your part of the woods, like you call them.
Well, Shrew Shrubberies, as you called yourself, I'm sure you'll have no trouble with a few orcs.
Do you have any boons? Any potions? Anything that can aid us?
Yes, I can give you each a potion. It's a potion of poison resistance.
If you would have said lightning resistance, then we would be all ears, but poison. Don't you have lightning resistance?
No, that I do not.
As useless as Newt Fabian.
I'm in a good mood, so we'll let that pass. Well then, I imagine you'll be out of our hair then.
The little remaining hair you have on your head, you mean? Yes, we will. Let us out and...
Well, I have more than you, Baldy.
Yes, mine is by choice. Yours is by circumstance. Now, just let me out of this.
Well, by the
Damned
looks,
house.
by the looks of it, you'll have some fur, perhaps, instead of hair.
Really?
You...
I hadn't realized. Just open the door, please. We've had enough.
Oh, yes, let's go, Shrew.
Yes, please.
Be gone.
I'm waiting for you to open the door, the magical door. I don't know how to get out of this place. Where is the exit? I'm trying to get out.
The double doors
Thank you.
swing open.
I just leave as fast as I can.
So Shrubberies continue their way past this cottage, making their way deep into the Neverwinter woods. And after a couple of miles or so, you hear a voice coming from your stone ascending.
Oh, damn. Who is it? I changed my voice. Who is it?
Oi, Shrew!
Oh, yes.
Is that you?
Yes, yes, yes.
It's Murkob.
Yes, of course, Murkob. What is it?
Can you speak?
Yes, I can.
And that's what we're going to call a session.
Bastard. Let me know. Let me talk to him. What's going on? I want to know this episode.
No,
I don't want to wait a week.
We're going to have to wait a week.
Damn you. You sly.
Going to leave the people wanting more. For those who don't remember, Murkob is one of the two orcs that Shrew had tried to negotiate an alliance with. And he had given him a stone of sending.
Yeah, to see if they could infiltrate the camp, give us any news, maybe turn a few other orcs on our side so that we can attack these guys. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see till next week. I hope you enjoyed that episode. Don't forget to visit us at www.i2td.com for all our links to all our good stuff. There you'll also find our link to our Buy Me a Coffee page, where you can buy us a potion, which will appear in-game, or you can join the story and influence the adventure of Shrew's Shrubberies by purchasing a one-off item, which will also appear in-game. And if you're feeling particularly fond of Shrew's Shrubberies, why not become a member on one of our tiers and support us monthly, where you'll get access to our bonus Into the Studio episodes, where we discuss today's episode in a little more detail.
That's right. And if you feel that you cannot donate, don't worry. You can still help us by giving us some good comments, some good reviews, and some likes and stars and what have you in your podcast player of choice. So that helps a lot. Thank you very much.
And so we move on to Twitter Twatter, our section where we post a question on Twitter.
And we get some twatter.
And we get some twatter. We got a question from Anthony W. He asks, will Shrew get any more companions? Not that there's anything wrong with who he has, but just a fresh face to help add more variance. Ooh, and we also had a challenge which we forgot to do.
Oh, yeah.
You challenged us to say that if Shrew could get through an episode saying only 20 words to a person at a time.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that one. It's going to be hard.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard.
We'll carry that one over to the next episode.
We have 2 challenges we need to carry over. 3, technically. So we have the fizzy drinks one.
Oh, yeah. We only have water here today.
Valerie, that wants you to dress up as a lady. And then... Asfena, yeah. A lady.
Yeah, but well, that's more for Twitter than for this segment.
Right.
Nobody's going to see me dressed up here.
That's right, yeah. And then this one, that I had to speak 20 words or less.
Actually, it's not really a challenge that Valerie set on Twitter, but she wants us to recreate today's photo.
She's all about the dressing up.
Yeah. Who would guess she's a cosplayer?
Yeah. Go check her out if you haven't, Valerie.
Yeah, for sure. At Valerie on Twitter and Instagram.
Yeah.
So I'll answer that first question because it comes in 2 parts. Because we actually answered on Twitter, but we'll discuss it here as well for you lovely people on the podcasting world.
Grab a chair.
No, it's not. I'm not going to twat it that long.
Nah, that's what we always say.
So yeah, starting off by saying thanks for the question. Obviously, we don't want to give too much away of what's to come. But Shrew has had a few companions along the way that haven't just been Fenner and Fabian. We've had Dazzle and Norbus. haven't been much good in a fight, but they've been your companions for a little while.
I love them.
Who can forget nimble old William?
Love him.
And then we had small cameos with Big Al
Love him.
and Falcon.
Gotta love the Falcon.
Well, now perhaps, but I seem to recall you calling him a pigeon at one point.
Yeah, because he was cowering, but then he showed who was boss.
Yeah.
Gotta love him. What about Donjon?
Oh yeah, Don John as well.
Didn't quite enjoy him.
At least not his farewell.
No. Like I didn't see eye to eye with Donjon.
Yeah, and then you had Bernie as well for a little bit.
Bernie, yeah, poor Bernie.
Well, I wonder what's happening with Bernie.
We'll see. Bernie's bonsais.
Yeah. So yeah, what I was getting to was there's a little bit left in this adventure, and there's always the opportunity for Shrew to make some new friends. So
The orcs, the ones that just contacted me on
Morkub.
Yeah,
And the other one?
Borkop.
No, he had another name, but I've sort of closed the book on my notes.
Morkop and Borkop.
No, it wasn't Morkub and Gorkub.
Easier to remember.
Ghoul.
Morkop and Ghoul.
Yeah.
Ghoul.
Those were the two orcs you tried to make an alliance with. So yeah, in short, at the risk of twattering on too much,
I think that boat has sailed.
there may be other opportunities, but it's ultimately up to Shrew, which takes us up to the next part of the question.
Question.
Because Anthony replied saying, thanks, yeah, I wasn't looking for spoilers, and maybe a better question in terms for the podcast, this one's directed to you, Al, would be, would Shrew want to change his companions for their safety if given the opportunity?
The safety. Is it Anthony or is it Anthony? What are we talking about here? It's important to get names right, like Shrew does.
Yeah, all the time. Actually, I don't know. I would, the way we normally pronounce it here is Anthony, but
all right, I'm going to say
Anthony.
I'm going to say you said Anthony. I'm going to go with Anthony just in case.
Let us know who's right. Give us a point on the I2TD challenge scoreboard.
Yeah, for right now it's 1-1. Anyway, Anthony. Yeah, I mean, if it's to protect them, if it was to keep them safe, then yes, I wouldn't say change my companions, but perhaps leave them behind. You know, if I'm going to go into a fight which is which I know is going to be a TPK or risky for them for whatever reason, then yeah, I wouldn't bring them along. But then again, I wouldn't necessarily think of replacing them, because for me they're unreplaceable now. The bonds we have created, you know, I wouldn't want to go into a fight, especially the dragon fight, without them, even though it may cost them their life. So it's a bit of a hard question.
Yeah, I guess it's probably down to them as well.
Yeah, if they want to risk their lives for Shrew. But I wouldn't be as sure of going into a fight without them anymore. So I wouldn't swap them, but I would leave them behind for safety. Now, if another fellow comes along and decides to join us, I wouldn't say no either, you know? We already have a dynamic, but he'll have to, you know, adapt and grow on us and become part of Shrew's Shrubberies.
Maybe Halia.
No, Halia is deceitful and she's playing on both sides. I'm sure she's in cahoots with the orcs, and there's only trouble coming from Halia. I'm certain of this.
Gonna have to wait and see. But yeah, thanks, Anthony, for the question.
Thank you, Anthony.
And that brings us on to my favorite part of the show, post-game part of the show.
The last one standing.
Yeah.
The end of the episode club.
You know what to do by this point. Now episode 41. I'm going to give you a password. You're going to use it on Twitter or Instagram or on our Discord or YouTube as well. We've got a few listeners on YouTube. Use it in a witty comment and make us laugh. Today's password is hiss. Hissy fit.
Hissy fit. Hissy fit. All right. Who had a hissy fit? Fabian at the end.
Yeah, I was going to say Fabian at the end.
At the end, yeah. I know how to push his buttons. Or Shrew knows how to push his buttons.
There's a playful, loving relationship there, I think.
Yeah. For sure. Anyway, thanks for listening in. We love to have you and hope to catch you next time as we delve
into the dungeon. La pluma, brother. La plumita.
¿Qué? Ah, sorry. Creí que estaba haciendo algo.
No, que estaba a punto de arrancar. Ting, ting.
Creí que estaba buscando algo.
Ahí tiene el primer blooper para poner el orto.
Era un pencil.
You, coño, se resilín por la cara. Her skin is wrinkled and weathered. Her skin is wrinkled and weathered. Well, you'll have to be quick to catch her. She can pass through walls, as you've no doubt seen already
Yes,
from
yes.
your intrusion.
Yes, of course. I saw.
And she's tricksy.
Like a hobbit. Oh my gosh. This is going to be a hard one.
That's what she said.
Yep, I was expecting that. Oh wow, the shrew and the newt.
He'll get better. Little throwback to Monty Python, the Holy Grail. She turned me into a newt. Well, you're not a newt now. I got better.